Hi, everybody. Sorry. Sorry, I'm lying down for this one. I wanted to talk about narcissistic women today. And this is like I don't even know which way I'm recording. Anyway, I want to talk about narcissistic women today. And this is a video directed at men who have been wronged by narcissistic women. And I want to talk a little bit about how you can avoid being re-victimized by a narcissistic woman. And I want to talk about how society enables narcissism, specifically in women, and in somatic narcissistic women, especially. Now, I want to start by saying that there's been lots of backlash against women in the MGTOW movement, for example, MGTOW movement, men going their own way, as it's called. And to me, this is just a culture of women bashing. It's reactionary. It's basically the male correlate of radicalized feminism, right? Men don't like the sort of brand of feminism that is male bashing, that is that says that all men are bad, that men are all out to get women, etc., etc., etc. So when I see MGTOW, that's exactly how I feel. I feel as if men are putting me in a category that I don't belong in, because a lot of people in the MGTOW movement have been disappointed by either a female narcissist or women that are exploitative and parasitic. And I just want to say that not all women are exploitative and parasitic. And there are women, in fact, that don't like men to pay for them. Women of narcissistic mothers especially, I don't see them as being exploitative, because the thought of being parasitic for any child of a narcissist, for being exploitative, parasitic, is triggering, because if you are exploitative or parasitic yourself, you remind yourself of the narcissistic parent. So I just want to say that to all those all those men that are MGTOW, I feel like it's excessive, your reaction. I feel like you shouldn't generalize towards all women. Not all women are gold diggers. Not all women are exploitative. That's all I have to say. And now on to the somatic narcissistic woman. How do you discern somatic narcissism in women? First of all, vanity is a big thing. Somatic narcissistic women, and the word somatic comes from the word soma, which means body. So narcissistic women that are fixated on their bodies. Somatic narcissistic women are excessively vain. They're always preoccupied with how they look. They always want to get the latest fashion. They always talk down towards other women. They will often call other women ugly, call other women fat, just throw around pejorative comments about other women in order to, again, get narcissistic supply. In addition to this somatic narcissism, this excessive preoccupation with vanity, comes this complete lack of interest in anything substantive. So somatic narcissistic women are not interested in their studies. Somatic narcissistic women are not interested in bettering themselves. They may have degrees. They may even have a law degree, let's say, or some sort of other degree, but their motivation for getting that degree is very superficial. Usually it's just to get money, to get status, to get power. So, for example, a somatic narcissistic woman will be excessively preoccupied with her looks, but study law not because she's interested in law, not because she's interested in helping people, or because she feels that she can show her own personal qualities or interests within this field. It's just a way of her getting money by doing the bare minimum. So this sort of woman will open a business and manipulate people into working for her. And no matter how much she earns, she still relies on men in order to foot the bill for whatever it is that she has. But in my opinion, female narcissists, more often than not, do not work. And instead, they create an image for themselves of the wonderful mother, that takes care of her children while her husband is at work. Meanwhile, she convinces her husband to give her most of his money, or to put her name on the house, so that in the event that she divorces him, she has title to that house. She's the sort of woman that will give you ultimatums. She'll say things like, if you don't get me this bag, we're not having sex today. Stuff like this. So you want to watch out for women that are excessively vain, and for women that are not substantive. Because in society, there is a huge amount of emphasis on looks for women, and that is the downfall of most men. Is that what they think that they want a woman that is good looking, right, to show off to their friends, and that there's nothing wrong with that. You want to have a good looking partner, but the biggest mistake that men make is that they feel that that's enough. It's enough that the woman looks good and takes care of the kids. And it's very easy for women that are narcissistic to create the superficial veneer that they care about their children. But because narcissists don't work and don't like to work, and they want people to slave for them, then what they do is they will create this veneer of being a concerned wife, of being a concerned mother. But in reality, They just want everybody to just serve them. They want to sit on a couch and just shop all day and just do whatever they want and get plastic surgery. So they'll play the role of the soccer mom, they'll play the role of the good wife in public, only so that they have a steady supply of slaves, and many times because of their lack of time, engaging in things, in interests and hobbies, in things that are substantive, that don't have to do with beauty. They'll dedicate themselves to ruining their friends, to ruining their friends' children, to convincing their children to be rude to their friends' children, and then disparaging their children. You want to find women that are interested in things, that like learning languages, that like doing things in their spare time, that are concerned, if you're in a marriage with a narcissist, about educating their daughters on how not to be just pretty. And that's the double-edged sword when you're with a female narcissist. It's that usually they're very, very attractive. Usually they're very well kempt. They take care of themselves. But beneath it all, there's no substance. And you don't have to go to the radical length of saying that all women want is money and etc. You pick the women that you date, okay? It's better to date a woman that is pretty and interested in things, that is pretty and interested, has interest, because that's a way that you can ensure that she's not exploitative. Just think about it. It just makes so much sense. It's like that song, She's Got Her Own, right? It's like, pick somebody that challenges you, that makes you think about life in a different way. If a woman is just doing her nails all day and thinking about how she's going to get her breast implants, that's not a good sign. And if it's a woman that's working, that's providing for herself, make sure that she has a genuine interest in what she's doing, because if she does, if she really feels, if she's a psychiatrist that feels compassionate towards her patients, if she's a lawyer that truly likes practicing law, that likes the process of writing a motion, let's say, then she's probably not a female narcissist. Female narcissists give themselves away by the lack of depth they have in conversation, by the lack of insights, philosophical insights they have into what they're doing. Because philosophy is like the sister of empathy. If you ask a person why they're doing what they're doing, and they can give you a nuanced answer and give you why they're passionate about something and how they came to that decision about being passionate, then chances are they're not a female narcissist. Chances are that that person will not screw you over, will not take your money, will not rob you once you start dating her. Chances are that person will want to be an equal partner financially. Because women that do their own thing have no need for men to give them things. That they see that as secondary. So think about that, and think about the signs of the female narcissist. If the woman that you're with